Today we are going to compare and contrast two main companies in the supermarket industry in Sri Lanka. So before I start the presentation, I would like to introduce our group members, Nafiz and Zamil, Lukman and Musharraf. So these are the contents for our presentation today. First, introduction, then the leading supermarkets in the world, components of the supermarket industry, overview of the industry in Sri Lanka, reasons for the rapid expansion of top supermarkets in Sri Lanka, then the PESTEL, SWOT and POTUS 5 forces analysis, strategic positioning, and financial analysis and recommendation and conclusions. So this assessment is all about comparing two companies. So we have selected two giant companies in Sri Lanka, Kiehl's and Cargill's. So before we talk about the industry in Sri Lanka, we thought it's better to talk about the global industry. So we have selected, as we all know, Walmart and the Tesco are the two giant supermarkets in the globe. Walmart is from US and Tesco is from UK. So when we comparing the market share of the two companies, Walmart is having 24.5 market share around the globe, and Tesco is having 29.6% of market share around the globe. So it's clear that Tesco is having more market share than the Walmart. So when we talk about the industry, we can divide supermarket into three parts. One is hypermarket, then the supermarket, then the grocery stores. So when we talk about hypermarket, it is a large establishment that is a combination of supermarkets and department stores. For example, we can say Walmart. In Sri Lankan context, we can take Apico as well. So when we talk about supermarket, it's simply called as a large self-service retail market that sells food and household goods to customers. For example, Tesco is a supermarket, and in Sri Lankan context, we can take Cargill's and Kiehl's. Grocery stores are the retail stores that primarily sells food. They often offer non-perishable food that is packed in cans, bottles and boxes. So we are in for the importance in the presentation. So we have selected Cargill's. Cargill's is the giant company in Sri Lanka, and they are established in 1844, and currently they are having 200 outlets across the country. And according to their annual report, it says that they are having 74% of market share in Sri Lanka. Kiehl's, when we say Kiehl's, they are operating 44 supermarkets in Sri Lanka. So according to their annual report, it says they are having 20% of market share, and they have started their operations in 1983. And when we talk about the overview of the supermarket industry in Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan supermarket industry is expected to grow rapidly in the years to come. It was brought into Sri Lanka in 2000 and 1980s, and it started to expand from 2000. When we say the expansion, they have mainly expanded after the civil conflict, which was ended in 2009. So earlier, before 2009, they were having Cargill's were having 80 outlets, and Kiehl's were having 25 outlets. Now after the civil conflict, they have expanded, and now they are having more than 200 outlets. Cargill's and Kiehl's is having 54 outlets, and gradually they were able to capture a large number of customers all over the country, and now they have established themselves as a very profitable making industry in Sri Lanka. So when we say target customers, these two supermarkets are mainly targeting the middle class and the upper classes. As I said earlier, Cargill's is the largest outlet network in Sri Lanka, and Kiehl's is second to Cargill's as well. When we talk about franchises, PARKnSHOP, Crystal, Kings, Super City and Centra, EH Super Cola and Sana, they are mainly operating in Colombo as franchises. So reasons for the rapid expansion of supermarkets in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka supermarket trade is expected to explosive growth because of the end of terrorism and more tourist arrivals. And when we say tourist arrivals, in 2014, 1.5 million have arrived to Sri Lanka. And in 2015, they are expecting 2 million people to come to Sri Lanka. So the need of supermarket is very much high, and it is expected to grow 20% per annum in the years to come. So we can say that the supermarket business in Sri Lanka is in a growing stage in their industry life cycle. To do the next part, I would like to invite Zamil.
Good morning, friends. I'm going to start my presentation on the topic of top supermarkets in Sri Lanka, and I would like to do the external part of it. Move on to, as you know, the first biggest retailer is Food City, and the second is Keel Super, and the third, which is Satosa, is a governmental organization, and Apico Supercenter is a hypermarket, and Laughs is a private limited. I would like to move on to the personal analysis on the supermarket industry in Sri Lanka, and I would like to analyze the political factors of it. As you see the first point, the fiscal policy. When the government implement the fiscal policy, it may impact on the supermarket industry positive as well as in a negative impact. And the second point, as you know, the increase of tax by the government can affect on the negative side of the supermarket operations, and the decrease of tax by the government can be a positive impact on the supermarket operation. The next point is that political stability. When we are talking about political stability, now the political is stable. Situation is stable in Sri Lanka, which allows the supermarket to grow further with foreign investments and open more branches all over the country. As in year 2014, Cargill's contributed its income tax on LKR 4,085,229,000, and Keel's contributed LKR 3,31,98,000 as income tax to the government. As I would like to move to the economical factors. Factors recognized under economy is the interest rate, inflation and employment. Currently, Cargill's provide more than 8,225 job opportunities, as well as Keel's provides 11,420 job opportunities. Consistent growth of the economy. And the next factor, socio-cultural. Socio-cultural factors includes the beliefs and attributes in the market. And next point is Cargill's and Keel's have a good brand loyalty, and the prices are low, as well as the products are quality. When we consider about the technological factor, Cargill's and Keel's should focus on adaptation of changes in the technological amendments. That means they should have, for example, they should have a good billing system and as well as a fast billing system. By using the new technology, Cargill's and Keel's can implement R&D in responding to demand of the customers. And I would like to move on to the environmental factors. All the supermarkets in Sri Lanka are being environmental friendly and target on decreasing energy consumption by reducing the electrical waste. And the next point, Cargill's and Keel's operate CSR projects. The next point is the factor legal. Obtaining the international standard of SLS, as well as all the supermarkets have should take the SLS in order to open the supermarket. The registration of the supermarket is under the Act of Companies Act number 7 of 2007, and factors like consumer protection also affect the supermarket business. I would like to explain the market share of these supermarkets. As you know, the first Cargill's, it has dominated the market. It has 74% of its market share, and it is having a perfect competition with a competitive advantage. And the next, I would like to show the Laughs. It has 1%, then Apico 5%, then Keel's 20%. Then I would like to show you how many outlets are there for the particular supermarkets. For Cargill's Food City, there are more than 200, Keel Super 54, Apico 26, Laughs Supermarket 25, Lux Satosa 150 plus. And I would like to call upon Musharraf to explain the SWOT analysis on these supermarkets of Sri Lanka.
So, good morning all of you. I'm Musharraf. I'm here to present the SWOT analysis based on the comparing the internal and external analysis of Cargill's and Keel's supermarket. So, the SWOT analysis of Cargill's Food City, mainly the strength, powerful brand image. They have powerful brand image where they have products for powerful brand image as Kist, Supremo, Milko. They have cost advantage. Location, their location is very very advantage where people gather more, and they have more parking facilities, and the market share. They have superior technology. They have the cable technologies where they attract more customers towards them and provide more services. We're talking about the weaknesses: high staff turnover. They have high staff turnover, lack of recognition, lack of trained employees, poor customer trainees. Due to poor customer trainees, their customer base may decrease. Opportunities opening, north and east, end of war, opening more outlets due to the end of war, because people from north, they can't travel to several shops to buy goods, so they think by buying all the products under one roof, increasing the buying power of the customers, the buying power of the customers have increased, and the standard of living also have been increased. Government investment in the infrastructure. Government provide more infrastructures nowadays to the private business. Talking about the trades, increasing competition from other players. This one effect from this one there won't be any effect from the Kagaz city, because they have high market share, high inflation rate. Due to high inflation rate in the country, the customer buying behavior may decrease. Do not having online shopping. By not having online shopping, they can't achieve large audience. So when talking about the shortages of skills for a range of products, they have high technologies which is speed, quick, and can be accessed quickly. Location, they also have good location and good parking facilities. Online shopping, where they can gather large audience by spending a small expense. Weaknesses: high staff turnover, weak research and development. By having weak research and development, they don't know what the competitors do, and they don't know to grow their growth. For customer service, it should decrease the customer buying behavior. Opportunities: innovation, increasing buying behavior, new services. So due to increasing buying behavior, their standard of living increases, and new services, the more customer base will increase. Trades: high competition, energy of prices, increasing energy of prices. By increasing energy of prices, the customer buying behavior increase, and increasing number of shopping malls. So due to increasing number of shopping malls, the market share also may be decreased. So talking about the forces after comparing to the both industry, when talking about the rivalry of industry, when talking about the Cargill's, the rivalry of industry is very high, because the supermarket industry now is 30%, because there is no there will be any threat to them. The bargaining power of the supplier is low, because they have long-term agreement with their suppliers. They provide loans facilities also with the main suppliers are Nestle, Prima. Bargaining power of the customers, the bargaining power of the customers is high, because there are lots of substitutes, outlets. So when the switching cost to another substitute is very low, therefore the bargaining power is very high. Threats of new entrance is low. There won't be any effect on the Cargill's. Threats of new substitute more too low, because of new substitute. The switching cost to another substitute product is low. Therefore the bargaining power is also low. So we're talking about the Keels, bargaining power of the Keels is very bargaining power of the customer skills is very high, because the switching cost from another organization, another substitute outlets is also low. Bargaining power of the suppliers, we're talking about the Keels, they have different types of suppliers, so switching cost from one supplier to other is also low. Rivalry of the industry, there won't be much rivalry of the industry, but they have more than outlets, so they have a good market share. Threats of new entrants, there will be threats of new entrants for them, because when they have a small market share, when a new organization enter, there will be a threat. New substitutes from entering new substitutes, the switching cost is low. So the statistics will be conducted by Farsha.
Thank you, Mr. I will do statistics of Cargill's and Keels supermarket. Strategic positioning map of modern trade in Sri Lanka. Value addition quality. This line, this is a price line, this is a high. Last come on this position. This position say high price and low quality. Cargill's target customer is upper class. Apico come on this position. This position says high price and high quality. Apico also target customers is upper class. Keels come on this position. Keels high price and high quality. Keels target customers is upper class and middle class. Cargill's come on this position. This position says high quality and low price. Cargill's target customers is upper class and middle class. These are the financial analysis of Cargill and Keys. When you see 2013 and 2014 analysis, Cargill earned 9 million profit in 2013. 2014 Cargill earned 12 million. Keys earned 5 million in 2013, but 2014 Keys earned 6 million. When you see this analysis, Cargill earned high profit in 2014, but Keys earned profit, but Keys earned low profit in 2014. Cargill's revenue, this is the revenue. Cargill earned 55 million in 2013. Keys earned 22 million in 2013. In 2014, Cargill earned 58 million, but Keys earned 25 million. This is why Cargill have a high outlets in more than Keys. These are the total number of assets in Cargill and Keys supermarket. These assets of Cargill and Keys. These are revenue of last 10 years revenue Cargill and Keys. We also doing the trend analysis of Cargill and Keys. This is last 10 years trend analysis. The trend analysis, when you see 2005 and 2009 period, the trend analysis go on the smoothly. But 2009 and 2011 period, this is civil war, Sri Lankan civil war conducted period. That time Cargill's, the trend come on to the low position, but now 2012 and 2015 period, the trend analysis go smoothly. This is the Keys revenue of 2000 last 10 years. These are the going on smoothly on this trend analysis of Keys. When looking at the both supermarket trend line, both of the line supermarket earns more profit by doing the supermarket business in Sri Lanka. Comparing the sales revenue of the both supermarket, Cargill supermarket earns more revenues. This shows that more customers of Sri Lanka prefer Cargill supermarket than Keys supermarket. Conclusion: by following all recommended facts, could see that the supermarket industry may grow 20%, which will contribute the retail industry. Also, we could observe high level of growth in all the major supermarkets year by year in Sri Lanka, which highly contribute to the Sri Lanka. Next part doing Nafis.
I'm here to recommend for both companies. When we say key, when we recommend Keys, they don't have enough outlets across the country. When they are competing with the Cargills, they are having 200 outlets and Keys having only 54. So to compete with Cargills, they have to have similar kind of outlets across the country and use special counters for small and heavy buyers as well. This is not only for Keys and also for Cargills as well. When a company can come up with a counter for heavy buyers, it will be a competitive advantage over the other one. So, and make use of social media networks such as FB, Twitter and Google to advertise, conduct promotional campaigns and open more outlets in the north and east part of the country as well. Recommendation for Cargill, they are the giant company, they can involve with charity programs and use special counters for small and heavy buyers as well. Open more outlets in the north and east part of the country and make use of social media networks such as FB, Twitter and Google to advertise. And these are the references. If you have any questions, we can answer.